Welcome back, folks, to Pigs TV. I'm your host, Pigs, as usual. So today we've got another Timberborn. So what we're going to do is, obviously, this is a continuing play of planes. But what we're going to do now, we're going to absolutely fix up some of the questionable places of things and doing this here and doing this there. So keep an eye on things like this. This is horrendous. Keep an eye on things. Things will be changing. Things will be getting upgraded. Like in the lakes, because I've obviously learnt a lot more. Going to fix a lot more things. Going to move a lot more things. I'm going to get rid of this district because it's horrendous. And if you also haven't watched the Cliffside player where I do it from the scratch and all the stuff, like I said, I've learned, go back to that and start that, and hopefully you'll really enjoy it. I'm not saying you won't enjoy this, but I'm doing stuff that I shouldn't be really doing, and I will go through some of the stuff like I've gone through lakes, like what I'm going to do here. So here I have 1,400 planks. Now, I assumed, as you can see here, when I did this, I turned it off, but actually it's not. I have to actually physically turn it off. Now it's actually turned off. And here and there. So, gears, we've got 190 gears. We're going to need more. Yeah, this is not good. It's going to have to get moved. It's going to have to... unfortunately, that is not the place it's going to have to be. It's very difficult, this one, to actually work out where we're going to put it. It would be better here on this cliffside, but we're not going to get a lot on there. That's the problem of this map that I can see. So what have we actually unlocked? And I haven't got a lot of, also I have not got a lot of things. I've got possibly far too many beavers. I've got enough food, but I've got to sort that before we even go a lot too much further. And what have we got? We've got wheat, we've got potatoes, but I can't see a grist mill. That's a grist mill. I can't see a grill, I should say. Which, if that's the case, that's an issue. No, I can't actually see one. I don't know why. So, the grill does not need... The paper's fine. These, again, are okay. The smelter will turn off for now. That needs power, that doesn't need power. Yeah, we're going to move this to some better place. It's really difficult to say a better place because the only really place to have it is here. And there's not a lot of room to get anything in there. And this is really high. So I'll have to build it up this bank, I think. What have we got? So we got... You see what I mean? By how what that has to be. Because, well, no, that's not going to be any good either. I have a plan. I definitely have a plan. Because this needs to be on the deck. But I can't build it right next to that wall. And I'll tell you why in a minute when I go through it with you. Let's say I'm not going to build this yet. Say I come through here. I could possibly get 4 in. That's a massive amount of power. And what I'd have to do is run them here and push this through. Actually, which way is the power? Which way is it actually going? Yes, it is going this way, isn't it? Like I said, so that's on the deck. we need to get this up here. So what we could do is build a platform. I'd have to build these platforms first. Right, so that's on there, because this needs to turn. So, have I got that in the right place? Probably not. Nope, I haven't got it in the right place. That's a bit of an issue. There. So, let's turn this off. This. I've got to work away. Oh, there. So they can get down there. And they've got planks. How many logs have we got? I haven't got a lot of logs, though. So, I'll have to be building the log situation up. Like, this... All this fixing is going to take... Well, it's going to take a while, isn't it? I need that. I need to rotate that. Yep. I'm going to have it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So they've got to go all up this wall, right? So this... Theoretically, I only need one connection. I might have to put some platforms in here. I can also... which is the one... Oh, I'm going to have that one as well. Yep. Like I said, this is a little... Quite a little different to... lakes and cliffside. I might get two. I think I will get two in there. I will get two in there, unfortunately. But it's unfortunate. Because if I move that, then I'm only going to have to move this forward. Yeah, not too shabby, I suppose. If I had explosives, I could be able to get rid of that. But is it worth moving forward to get... I think this will give me 3, actually. Look at that. This is power central. Yeah. So, we'll go back. My apologies. But you'll see why... let's grab all that. Because we really want the power. Power is power. And this is all, like, no good anyway, because it's got no water in it. So it's, you know, like I said, it's going to take a bit of time to... Yeah, although that's too close, isn't it? So... So it's there, but not there. So that's where I need, if I just do a platform. Is that the right? Yep, that's a platform. Now we can go... Obviously, I can leave these here, that's fine. I'll turn these off, because these are not going to get built yet anyway. I could get the two... Well, actually, I can get this in here. Power is power. It's power. Loads of power. I mean, look at this. This is just like unbelievable amount of power. I will go there. I can't not to. Apologies if you're asking, what the hell's Pig's building? But we need, like I said, all that up here needs to come down here. All this needs to come down here. Well, it depends on where all the wheat is. This would be a really nice... it's almost there, so we'll be using this as some sort of reservoir. But that's going to take a little while, but, you know. I'll pause these. The only trouble is how the hell do I get down? Which one do I build first? The chicken and the egg? We could get to this line here, which is relatively center, do both if I turn the others off. But there doesn't seem to be a way of double clicking. I'll leave all that. I want that anyway, and they can build that from the ground. No, I'll turn this off. Let them build this infrastructure because they can get down. Well, they will in a minute when I do that. So they'll be able to get down here. I don't know if they're going to use that one or they'll use this one, which is probably closer. But that gives us power. In fact, that gives us so much flipping power. It's just unbelievable. I also want to get up here. I'll put it further away from the front. And get rid of some of these. Sorry about that. I was thinking, do I just want to get rid of them? But no, I think what we'll do, we'll storage. Because we haven't got a lot of logs. Yes, I know you're far from a district. We also want lumberjacks. Give me 3. Would have been a good idea if I'd have actually decided to put that actually in line with the out, wouldn't it? So we'll get that built. We'll workforce that, and that. We'll get this built, this built, this built. Oh, I can't multi-select, unfortunately. I can't shift, which is another thing that I would like to see in this game. Shift select. Sometimes it would just be nice and easy. Right, that's going to get built. Let's now get the game running again. Apologies for that. We'll put it on 2-speed. Come on. So while we're doing that, we've got a load of this. This is going to go. I want more. I actually want more. I know the storage here is pretty good though, in that respect. At least I did something right. Which I think will carry on with the storage, I think. And we've got, I've got an absolute load of stuff. Once I get these, I'm not going to move these logs actually. What I'm going to do is as well, because we're going to need, for this infrastructure, for all this lot, to move it, we're going to need things like planks and all sorts of other things. So if that's the case, I might as well preempt that by getting, that's metal, that's planks, get to obtain, that's planks, get to obtain when it gets built. So I have the logs and the planks and everything already here while I'm waiting. It's going to take them, shall we say, a little bit of time. That's not the greatest of line, pig. But they've built that one. Sweet. And that. So we are getting there. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Builder's hut. Yes. In fact, have we got a tapper shack? We have no tapper shack in here. Tapper shack will give me... gathers pine resin, maple resin. Maybe don't. I am going to need it for the treated planks. The treated planks is for the water that's we're going to need to increase the water. I know I've got like 17 of them, that's not too bad. And I've got quite a lot of... I've still got masses of potatoes, but no, I haven't. No, I have not. I have got no potatoes. Okay. Well, that needs to be sorted. I have. I stand corrected. I have potatoes. But what the hell am I doing with the potatoes then? I have no idea. Clearly, I have no idea what the hell am I doing. What is that? That's berries. But that ain't going to be berries for long. That is not going to be berries. That's going to be... So we've got grilled. We got potatoes. I want, like I said, I want to extend this, and the only thing I can think of doing that at the moment is doing this. That'll give me a platform to be able to put that on there. I'm not happy about this being... How can I set that back to done again? Oh, that. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? We're getting rid of it. We've got to get rid of the berries. That's for certain. So that, they're going. They're all going. What do you think? They're good for start, but I need to have... This will go. So maybe berries there isn't the worst thing in the world. But where I can keep growing them, like here, I've got a ton of carrots. So again, let's get rid of all them. Potatoes are way better at the start of this game than carrots and anything else. Berries are fine. How many... I've got more children. I've got no vacancies, so that's fine. I'm going to put these down here. Because what will happen is, if they need to go do something else, then they'll go do that. But if they don't, then they'll come do this. Paper. Questionable. Paper, I'm going to turn that off, because I don't need any more yet. What is that? Potatoes, potatoes. Potatoes! I'm trying to think which would be better. Would it be better to have potatoes high up here, and then they get them from there. I don't know. I like this little stack that I did. Obviously, I did this last time, so let's have potatoes in there. When they build them, get them to obtain. How are we doing with logs? We're doing okay. They're increasing. Planks, I've got 1,300 of them. So yeah, so this is going to take quite a while, shall we say, to do. I'm going to put these on construction. Can I put them on? Oh, yeah, I can. These are done. This is going to be done. I could do some haulers, really. I've got builders, but no haulers. We've got the bad water in this. Now that's good. The reason why, even though I've sort of built it like an enormous amount of time too early, if that's a wording. I'm going to get rid of all that as well. Everything on this here is going to potatoes. For now. And then we'll get it. That's got 3. That can have 3. This can be chucked out, but that's going to weed. Right, and you take them out. And then we'll increase the bread situation as well. It's going at 100, but there's not enough. There's not enough wheat to. Well, you see, it's just run out of wheat. There's not enough wheat to power it. So that's why we need to get the wheat in. I'll leave that for now with the carrots. That can stay with the potatoes. Although saying that though, it's probably how. No, I'll leave it, and then we'll get this. See how they're doing. They're doing all right. They're getting there. This will be set to harvesting. I just want to take all that up and get it all out of the way. I can't do a lot while. Right, this stupid thing. This is going. All this is going. Drought approaching for 3 days. Is that in 3 days? No, it's in 3 days. So I got 3 days to the drought. And our beavers are just like really low. So BC, if I mentioned before, I didn't know what to do with a BC. There's nothing. So if the BC, they will get better later. So it's not something that's like, you know, gonna kill them if you like. But could we absolutely blitz getting rid of this. That's the aquatic farm. So I'm going to turn that off because we're not even doing anything with that. I leave this for now. We got birch in there. We've got all sorts in here. This might be a decent place to put some. I've got oak in there, and I've got maple in there, I've got chestnut in there. I've got all sorts of stuff in there, but not anything that's any other use. I also want all this to be picked up. And all that. Because this is ridiculous. Right, get rid of all of that. Look at that. There's berries, there's logs, there's carrots, there's bread, there's water, so there's all sorts in this, even though it just looked like. That's not the greatest of places for. Things and stuff. Right, how are we doing on here, boys and girls? We've got enough. So, are we just building this, are we? Nothing in range. Oh, because I haven't done the cutting, have I? Pigs, you stupid man. Right, let's. Right, so that's clear. Going to clear all that out. We might actually be able to get some of this. I don't know. Maybe. Right, so that's now sorted that. They're going to now put that and put these in here. There you go. See, we're getting planks coming in. That way, when I move some of this debacle, because it's terrible. I mean, it's working, but it just. I've got 3 beavers there that I can have to do other things. I've got gears. I've got tons of gears, which I'm going to need down here anyway. So let's, again, do storage. Let's rotate. Let's obtain gears. Build that. Because again, we're going to need gears. I preferably like the idea that if you're organising yourself, you know, to what is that then? Oh, that's just water. Yeah, we're not getting enough water. I'm going to need the treated planks. So I'm going to need the workshop. But the workshop is a massive drain on the economy. I need to keep an eye on food as well. Right, how are we doing down here? We're almost out. Right, that's out. That's out. That could go back to wheat. This here can go to wheat. So that's done. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's absolutely not what I wanted at all. The game decided to save just as I planted that, and then I released my maps. Right, that's done. Like I say, it's going to take a while, so I might as well build the grill. Now the grill, I've got to build 2 grill. Oh, well, I don't need to do that, do I? Because what am I doing? Oh, Piggy, don't be silly. I nearly made the cannon sill that I did before. Why is that not? It won't. Oh, so it won't bolt onto there then. Oh, okay. It'll bolt onto there, but not onto there. Okay. Well, I'll do this then. It's not ideal, but it is going to go. So, right, that they can get built first. Then these can get built. Because when I get potatoes, I'm going to need an uber amount of to be grilled. Right, let's start our progression of crops, of sorting crops out. Sorted that. That's going to be, I think I might get it up to there. There's a bit of green on that little bit, but I'm not too much worried about that. I just need to see most of the green. That would probably do one, but I'll leave it like that. Right, that's now potato central. This is almost taken out. That means eventually I'll be able to take the berries out. If that's berries, I can take that out now. Don't need it. Come and pick them up. Thank you very much. Yeah, because of all this change, if you imagine all the change that I, like I said, is I've learned a huge amount. So I've gone away. When I originally played it, I just watched it for an hour. I said, oh, I'll buy that. And I bought it. And then I realised that, oh, wait a minute. See, now they've basically torn all this down. Wouldn't mind actually getting some planks or logs over here, actually. I could do some haulers. 62. Gonna have to be careful. Where's my... the other option would be... let's... Right. That can't... I think that's all I need to do. We've got almost a full water, so we're not doing too bad. Trees are going to last 12 days before they die, so that's fine. Planks, gears, bad water there. Planks, I've still got 1300, so I don't really need to worry about that. Let's get some of this built. I can't do anything until I get this built. I've got 600 logs now. Because I stopped making planks, because that was ridiculous. Sorry about that. I got planks everywhere. It's like a plank central. It's like the biggest plank situation I've ever had. That's getting full. That's getting full. Can they get to that? Yes, I think. I do it what way just to make sure. This is the part. That's the part that I don't like because you're having to work out. Can I actually put something on there? I think I can. I think this is all gone. I think. So we've got our power generation. Now, they can only build from the water, or the ground or the water. They can only build 2 up, so they'll only be able to come here. So, knowing that situation, see all these things that I didn't know, I think they would be able to build that anyway. But at least I can get them to go in there. Let's get the power shaft. Power shaft. This is going to give us an enormous amount of power. That's just unbelievable. It's going to cost an arm and a leg and a beaver tail to do it. But right, so that's a bit of an issue. I'm gonna need a. Nope, I said 1. Thank you very much. That there, so that can be built. I only need 1 of these shafts to come out. And it depends on where I'm going to build this. For example, let's say we have where are they? Gears, for an example, like there. And I put the next one to it, next one to it, next one to it. And they power each other. Now, I didn't know this to start with. That's what I didn't know. I didn't know that they would power each other. I also need the workshop as well. That's going to be 1. But I need to get the pine resin in. So I need the tapper shack. So where am I going to put the... I don't think I've got the tapper shack. I'm going to get Tapper Shack. He's now got access to all of that pine resin. That means some of this I don't want to cut down. So let's... Oh, that's not a mark for cutting, is it? Oh, that's all right then. So I'll just not cut that then. Unless I've got a tapper shack and I can't see it, but I don't think I have. But that'll get built sometime. It's not a massive important thing. This is going to revolution. This is just going to make us, or make this so much better. Build. Builder's hut. I'm going to do the builder's hut. The reason why is I'll get obviously more builders because that's what it is. And obviously we've got the builder's hut here. I am going to absolutely... Did I? I did. What did I put this on? Potatoes. This building isn't connected. Oh, no, it's not, is it? It's not pathed. Well, that's a bit silly. It is now. Right, where is all the potatoes in this doofus? Empty. Empty. That's paper. Don't care about that. That's wheat. That could go. That could go. What's that? That's wheat. That can go. What we'll have... Obviously, I've got to wait for this to be built, but it's going to take an enormous amount of time for that to be built. These gears... are not doing anything. That's probably to do with there's not enough... Yeah, there's not enough adults coming in. There's too many. There's too many. I'm losing them. Died of old age. Died of old age. So I was umming and ahhing, but I think I'm gonna have to do it. Where is everything gone? There. I lost it. Couldn't find it. Say somewhere behind here. There. I don't want too many. I suppose I could do small housing. That puts 3 in there. I'll turn this off. I'll also... I want some storage as water. I can get them on there. I should have had a maybe a contemplation post or something like that. Or I could have it there. Well-being, I think it is. How's that? It's a bit expensive. I haven't got the money yet. Let's go to the 2. How are we doing? We are out of water here, so let's just drain this in. Ah, hell, it could be down. I'm going to turn off the... Again, if I could select like shift, turn off. And all of them be turned off all at the same time. Right then. How are we doing with this? Because this is going to have to get built. If it doesn't get built, that's an important structure to get built. Plant crops. Potatoes. Oh, hell. What's that doing there? Pick that up as well. Oh, it's berries. I'm not going to worry about them. Sometimes I wish the demolish could actually, or these two, because demolish, it's like delete rubble and thing. Well, in some respects, sometimes I wish one button could do both, but I know there's going to have to be two, and it can't obviously be just one. But that is a bit of a question. Right, come and get rid of this. You don't need to be here. You can go. And you can also... I don't care about that either. I have got rid of you, but you haven't got rid of it yet. I don't actually know whether the bee sting thing, the bees, have any effect on potatoes. Alright, that's getting built. That's good. I'm down to 1,700. What I should have done is a few days beforehand is did what I did here and made this. What I really need is to be able to fit this over here, flood this when it's out water, and then allow that to thing. But I think this is certainly a natural thing that we can build up, be like a dam, and allow that to flow. Be quite cool actually. Absolutely cool. Right. Aha. Well done. Well done. Bit late, but never later than never. That's what I say. I think I'll get that in there. I think that'll be all right. That'll be all right. Right. So we got like tons of potatoes now. You see what I mean by this wasn't going to be any good. So that's why I sort of left that with berries. Although I have got a natural place here that I could sort of maybe use. Because it's about 10 squares away from there. If I had some dynamite, we could have dynamited that down and been able to put a fluid dump or something. Right. This looks good, I think. No, it doesn't look good because it's land builders. They built that. That's good. Don't understand why they haven't built that, like. Because they're builders. Builders is builders. Builders should do builders thing. Right. Looks like the water is returning. Yes, it is. But until it actually fully returns, and then I know it's coming. Once I get a lot of water, I need these working here. There's not enough of them for a start off. Which what I should have done is probably built them when they're drought, but right. Tapper shed's not even got started yet. This is filling up nicely with potatoes. I think, I may be wrong, but I can't do another level. I like this. This works quite well. We get potatoes again. We get it to build them when it's ready. I'll have at least 4 potatoes. So that's 800. That should be enough. Probably don't even need that many, to be honest. Oh, they didn't die. That's good. Oh, water's coming back. Am I going to have a problem? Might do. Let's open. Right then. Yeah, because we've got this natural... This. I mean, it's gone down since I flooded it a few videos ago. Well, there's been a lot been happening in this one. This is a lot different to the, obviously, the other one. You should be picking up stuff from here. Nothing in range. That can go. Can go. That can go. That's good. They're not really doing much anymore, are they? I'll turn that down to 1. I want some more of this. This is what I'm wanting. These. I've got 500. Not a lot, to be honest. We got 1 to get done of them. But the art start, see what I mean? Now the art start... Oh, did I do that? That's a bit of a silly thing, didn't it? At least let them walk, like, there. There they go then. Come on, guys, I've provided you with a lot of logs. How's my... Yeah, well, that's not going to get built yet, is it? Right, these are running. Jolly flipping good that is. Look at that. The good potatoes, look at this. This is now going absolutely bonkers. So these are going to be grilled potatoes. That's berries, berries. Berries, berries, berries. I will put some, what I'll do is I'll put some storage down here eventually. And take out the berries from there. There we go. Gears is over here now. These should be about... Yeah, these are empty. Oh no, well... They're accepting. There's a few gears left. And they're actually in there doing some... Although the power's there, I suppose. Right. It's all about trying to get all this right. So, so this one needs to be enabled. So we need to do this one, then these, or this. Well, you could say this row, really, couldn't you? Yeah, that's probably better. This row. How many have I got? 800. That's not going to be enough. Pine resin. Now, pine resin is going to have to come up here as well. So that's another little storage. I don't need a lot of that though. So we'll do this as well. Probably a couple. We'll set that to obtain. I could probably, like, most of the gears are up here. Like I said, I'm going to need them. Oh, hells and... How did I manage to do that? What an absolute... What an absolute idiot you are. How did I manage to put the blooming houses the wrong way around? As I put the door the wrong way around. How did I manage to do that? What an absolute clot. Oh, God. Never mind. We'll get that to obtain. We get this to obtain. So we get it, we're building. We're getting there. Look at that. That's just like unbelievably fast. Right. This back row. Obviously, this builder's hut's going to have to be torn down somewhere and moved somewhere else because it's going to be in the way of power. And somehow I'm going to have to get all that power interconnected to each other to one shaft. It looks like I'm going to have to sort of build... I'm probably going to need this as well. This is wicked. Gum is massive. Wicked, wicked. I said that was going to be theatre storage, and I'm going to put them in there. That's now being built. Is that going to be enough? I think so. This is going to be grilled potatoes, so I'm going to do this again. Yeah, very good. I didn't want to build down here yet, because obviously the thing is, but we will do eventually. I think I'm going to chuck these out somewhere. I don't know yet. Is that empty? Yes, it certainly is. Get this to get these out of the way. So I've got planks here. I've got like planks all the way up. Just plank central. Pine resin is definitely coming in. I'm going to do that by haulers. What's this? Potatoes. I don't want them there. What's that up here? That is potatoes. Don't want that here. Don't want that. Get rid of that. I'm going to worry about one potato. Potato, two potato, three potato, four. Right. Is that... How's these going? They won't be built yet, that's why. But we have got logs. And we have got water coming in. That's good. I would have had a new house, but as soon as I'm a bit silly and actually put the thing the wrong way around. I've got enough water, so I'm going to turn these off now. I want it to go to these inventors' huts. I need it to go there. In fact, actually, what I might do is... It's not ideal, but it will work by... Oh, we're over... We're getting close to this hour, my friends. Sorry about this. I tried to do an hour each play. Eventually, I'll work out how to do a I don't know what they call it, a speed for. I'll have to another word, and then I couldn't remember what it was called now. And then we'll go through some stuff that is long, but obviously this is, shall we say, taking a little time, but it will take a little time to get built. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this first play of the new play of Plains, where you can see. Hopefully now you can see all the knowledge that I've gained through Cliffside and just playing to see what I've been doing wrong from the from the hour that I before I bought it and the hour after I bought it, saying, oh, how hard can this thing be? But like I said, I hope you enjoy it, and we'll definitely see you in the next one. Bye for now.